Yesterday, I released an extra video highlighting how Meghan Markle's Archewell Foundation's 990 form for 2023 looked really dodgy. Well, the IRS might be setting up plans to shut this charity down because of a possible donation violation. Hey up everyone, it's me, Stef, the alternate, your nerdy alternative, and welcome to the Dose of the Daily Nerd, where I break down the royal news and gossip of the day that's pretty much caught my eye. And oh my goodness, yeah, let's jump into this one, shall we? Because yes, Meg's Archewell Foundation finally released the 2023 version of their 990 form, albeit a couple of weeks late after their 6-month extension, but you know what, better late than never. And there is one particular portion of this particular form that has made headlines around the world. And it's all to do with where Archewell Foundation donated their money to. And so you'll see here in this particular section, grants and other assistance to domestic organisations and domestic governments. There's this top one here. This is where they made their biggest donation to, which is a women's wellness space in Pennsylvania, 240N Monroe Street. And they made the largest single donation for the charity for 2023 of $250,000, which is about £200,000 approximately. And the purpose of the grant or assistance is to create a safe space focused on wellness for women who have experienced trauma. Now, on the face of it, you'd think, all right, fair enough. However, yeah, this charity was actually founded by Ashley Biden. Who is Ashley Biden? Well, she's the daughter of President Joe Biden and First Lady Dr. Joe Biden, and is a social worker by trade. So, Archewell Foundation, Megzy and Hazza, have donated their biggest donation for 2023, $250,000, to essentially the charity that was created and whatnot by the daughter of the current president of America, Joe Biden. Yeah, can you see what's wrong with this picture right now? Because I know that I can. That is insane, right? Now, earlier on this year, I released a video, Megzy and Hazza interfere again with US elections. And it's all to do with this update that they made on their Archewell Foundation website. And you'll see as you scroll down that they had links to this article. And the link in particular, the Vote Forward's website, I dug deep into that link in this video here, and I showed that every single organisation that is essentially linked and associated with Vote Forward was all Democrat-leaning. So we've already had, earlier on this year, right, the Archewell Foundation, seemingly on the face of it, right, aligning themselves with the Democratic Party. Problem is, there's something majorly wrong with that. The IRS does not look too kindly, right, on a charity that is heavily leaning towards one party or another in America, as it seems to be the case when it comes to Archewell Foundation. And as a result, the IRS could now be planning to shut down Archewell Foundation for this recent possible donation violation. Why? Well, this is the thing. This is from the IRS website themselves. And so under the Internal Revenue Code, all Section 501c3 organisations, which included in that is Archewell Foundation, are absolutely prohibited from directly or indirectly participating in or intervening in any political campaign on behalf of or in opposition to any candidate for elective public office. Contributions to political campaign funds or public statements of position, verbal or written, made on behalf of the organisation in favour of or in opposition to any candidate for public office clearly violate the prohibition against political campaign activity. Violating this prohibition may result in denial or revocation of tax-exempt status and the imposition of certain excise taxes. In other words, if Archewell Foundation, a being conspiracy theory, whatever, right, lean towards one political party or the other, or favour one political party or the other, then firstly their tax-exempt status is gone. And that means then one major big thing, they have to pay a shiz ton of taxes at that point. In other words, Archewell Foundation, the charity, is then officially shut down. Now, certain activities or expenditures may not be prohibited depending on the facts and circumstances. For example, certain voter education activities conducted in a non-partisan manner do not constitute prohibited political campaign activity. In addition, other activities intended to encourage people to participate in the electoral process, such as voter registration and get out the vote drives, would not be prohibited political campaign activity if conducted in a non-partisan manner. And as I'd explained, in this article here that they released on the Archewell Foundation website, I showed you in this video here earlier on this year that they did not do it in a non-partisan manner, encouraging people to vote, because they shared the link to the Vote Forward's website, which is heavily involved in the Democratic Party, heavily pro-Democrats. And now you've got a situation whereby their biggest donation for 2023 went towards an organisation created and run by the daughter of the current president of the United States of America, Joe Biden. Yeah, this is not looking good for the Archewell Foundation, and I would not be surprised if the IRS is now looking at plans to shut this charity down. The other thing as well that the IRS says here, going on to, this particular potential donation violation, is that they say, quote, on the other hand, voter education or registration activities with evidence of bias that would favour one candidate over another, oppose a candidate in some manner, or have the effect of favouring a candidate or group of candidates will constitute prohibited participation or intervention. So it's not just happened the once where Archewell Foundation seemingly is favouring the Democrats, let's say, over the Republican Party, but it looks like it's now happened twice over, where again, their biggest donation for 2023 went to an organisation created by the daughter of the current president of the United States, which just so happens to be a Democrat, guys. Now, what happens if an organisation engages in prohibited political campaign activity? Well, the IRS are pretty direct and clear on this. Violating this ban may result in denial or revocation of the organisation's tax-exempt status and the imposition of an excise tax on the amount of money spent on the activity. In other words, Archewell Foundation could have their tax-exempt status completely removed, and that would mean it would be completely shut down. Oh, and just as an extra Brucey bonus, they would have to pay a shiz ton of taxes on top of all of that. So, yeah, if I was Megzy and Hazza, I would be totally scared right now, because I would not be surprised, based on this pattern, if the IRS is now planning to shut down the Archewell Foundation for this potential donation violation and everything else that they've done in the past that seemingly shows that Archewell Foundation is favouring the Democratic Party over the Republican Party. with that being said, if you appreciated this video and you want more, and believe me, of course, there's going to be more, you do not want to miss my next video, then make sure you subscribe to join our Alt and Nerd tribe, because I'll be honest with you, help us now get to 1 million so we can also get that gold play button right there and hopefully cause a Meghan Markle meltdown on Instagram. Like, share, comment down below your opinion, conspiracy theories, whatever's. Also as well, if you've got some very strong opinions on whether you think the IRS should shut down the Archewell Foundation, and I bet you do, then make sure you send me a super thanks. It's just below this video right here. We can have a conversation about this because it does guarantee a response from me. And until the next time, you guys, laters. Stef don't play, she